Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Ow. That hurt.
Death.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Live Stories. I'm your host and sometimes referee, Zach Stat Pearson, and today I'm joined by the Lord of all Goths and history, Lord Yingling, who apparently forgot how to speak. And of course...
Oh, is it my turn to go? Getting these titles, I forget it's me.
You the one who came up with the name Lord Yingling.
Yeah, but I didn't call myself Batman, Lord, Prince of Darkness.
Fair point.
Well, before I start, I'm just Lord Yingling or whatever, but you can call me whatever you want, yeah? Like, that's on you. I have so many nicknames. I don't care. I don't dislike Batman, though. Batman's cool. I just don't want to be called Batman because I'm not Batman. When I'm a millionaire and I have enough money to go dress in an awesome costume and beat dudes up, then you can call me Batman.
Actually, I wouldn't call you Batman at that point. I'd call you Iron Man.
I am Iron Man. No, I'm just kidding around. Okay, so I'll talk about my Germany story. I don't know if Neko's around anymore, but
I am now.
Oh, fair enough. I was shot at in Germany, which is even more shocking than being shot at in America because not a lot of shootings happen in Germany, which is very, very interesting. So I went to Germany.
Is it like
What?
Britain where they have? Is it like Britain where they have more issues with knife crimes?
I think it depends on the region. I don't think they have that much crime at all. Britain has more crime actually than Germany does.
Oh,
Germany has crime with the immigrant crisis and some of the people who are angry about that and some of the people who, it's a mess. It's like Sweden. Big mess there. Anyway, I went to Germany, which this is going to sound kind of like bratty, and I don't want to sound bratty, so let me let me explain it. I went to Germany. It was a lot of fun, but it wasn't really the trip I wanted. When I was a kid, I always wanted to go to Germany with my family, and none of them went with me. It was just me and like my grandmother, she's not with us anymore. I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but she's a bit racist. So I don't like that.
Oh, gee, an old white lady from the old world is racist. Who would have ever thought?
yeah.
She's pretty bad, though. But anyway, so I went on this trip with Germany, and I'm like, this is the worst, because I wanted to go with my brother and my sister and my father, and instead I have to go with my racist grandmother. And I'm like, I'm not saying no to a trip. I'd be fucking out of my mind to say no to a trip. But she would pick favorites, and the favorite would be the favorite for a while until you pissed her off, and then she'd pick a different favorite. So a good example of this, and this is going to be relevant, is when I was a kid, she went to England, and she came back and brought us gifts. And my sister got like 3 dresses, a gold necklace, all this shit. And Julian and I got that's my brother's name, got pens from the airport.
For real? Damn!
Heathrow. That's all we got.
I don't like your grandma.
Yeah, she's a bit of a cunt. But my sister didn't like the dresses, so then like instantly after she hated my sister.
Okay. I kind of like that, like karma turning around on her. I don't know if you call it karma, but that's kind of...
No, that is karma because she sold out her brothers for a little bit of extra attention and then it backfired immediately. Also, yeah. Why the fuck do your parents hang out with your grandma?
Well, not anymore. I mean, she's in an urn, but I mean, because she's a relative, I don't know. So anyway, there was one time she bought these piggy banks for us that were hideous. They looked like fucking gargoyles, right? They were the ugliest piggy banks I've ever seen in my life. And when she gave us to these when we were like 6, and we never did anything with them. There was $25 in it. We took it. We went to Blockbuster and 7-Eleven and spent it.
Hell yeah.
We rented some video games that we never returned and fucking bought some Slurpees and just biked away. And she comes back when we were 15 to demand these piggy banks back with money in them because we hadn't thanked her enough when we were like 6.
Oh my god! Bitch!
I didn't even fucking things. So my mother begged us to go find them. She found these pieces of shit. She complained the whole time they weren't in the best shape, and then she made my mother give her $75, 25 for each piggy bank, because the money wasn't in it anymore.
And your mother actually did it.
Oh yeah, she did it.
Your grandma sounds insane.
Your grandmother's a sociopath.
Yeah.
So she went with me on this trip, which there you go. That's the kind of person I got to listen to. So on this trip, we're going from like the Rhineland in Germany, which is near France, up into the middle of Germany near like Hesse. I don't know if you know where that is, but it doesn't matter. And then we loop down towards Munich. So halfway on the way down, we're in a town called Rothenburg, which is Rothenburg Oben Tower, which is a very beautiful town. It's got the medieval walls still, and all the like houses have been restored or whatever, and they look old, and it looks like a fairy tale village. Not the kind of place you think you get shot at. Very touristy. Do you want me to stop while you go to the restroom? You can cut that bit out, of course. I'll just keep going.
The story never stops.
Oh, okay, good. So just cut out the part where I asked that. Anyway, so we're in this town, and it's gorgeous. I'll find a picture of it later and send it to the chat. But me and my friend Jared, Jared is the younger brother of another kid on this tour group that we went through Germany. Now, I'm really interested in sort of the history, so I would have just picked where I wanted to go in Germany. Instead, I had to follow some like tours, specific spots to go. So it kind of felt like a token trip to Germany. Like, okay, my family's not even going, and I don't even get to go see the stuff I want to see. I got to see the stuff everyone else wants to see. And some of that's cool, but like, it just felt cheated. I don't know. I'd rather pay for my own trip. Like, I don't know. It was fun though, I guess. It was pretty fun. So me and Jared are walking around at night.
Shut up part, right?
And there's more about that trip. First of all, my brother was dating an Asian girl when I left, and my grandmother told everyone we met, my grandson's dating one of them Orientals. And I had to tell everyone, like, okay, that's not all right. You can't say that. And then she said the N-word in Germany. There was a African-American couple there on a trip, and I think she said, I can't believe they have us here too.
Be gone, fuck!
Oh no!
And I actually got out of the bus and was just like, I'm gonna walk back. It's the worst. She was sitting in the bus. She says that to me. I'm like, okay, you go ahead and take the bus. I'm gonna walk back to the hotel. And then she got really pissed because she wanted me to go to bed at like 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock for some fucking reason. And I would have like 1 or 2 beers when she wasn't around, which I was legally allowed to do. And she gave me one when I was like 3 towns away. It was like, that's your first beer. She comes back from the trip and is like, he stayed up all night and was drunk all the time. I never got drunk around her. I didn't even drink that much while I was there. I had 1 or 2 beers at like different towns. She just made up stories about me being like really misbehaved and then told all my relatives.
I'm kind of glad she's in the urn now. Like, hot damn.
Yeah, she was pretty cruel. My mother takes after her a lot.
Damn, look, telephone.
Anyway,
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it's anyway. So in any case, Jared and I are walking around this town, and I'd been hanging out with Jared's family a lot throughout the trip because I had to get away from my own. And it's night, and we walk down this sort of, so we're in this part where there's like this main town square, and then our hotel's like on a side road of that. We walk through this gate down towards the edge, which is one of the edges of the medieval wall. Now, heading down this side of the medieval wall, there's a hill, which heads down into like maybe sort of a valley-like village, but it's like a little distant. We walk down this pathway, and I see like a monument to the Franco-Prussian War, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's like really old, that's still here from like 1871. It's not as old as the buildings, but it's cool because it's a war thing. And we start walking down this roadway down towards the bottom of the hill where the village sits on. The city sits on the hill, and then this village is down below. And there's red moss on all of these like stones. And Jared's really superstitious. He's like, oh, if there's red moss there, that means someone died there or someone's been injured here. And I'm like, you're nuts. I'm not religious personally. So I'm like, you're out of your minds, man. You don't know what you're talking about. Yep.
Writings on the wall.
So we're walking down this hill, and it sort of goes up again, and if it goes down to the village, but then it goes up again along the wall where the city is, Rothenburg. And there's these like this outcropping. So you got a picture to the side. There's like a part of the wall that's like maybe like one of those stone garden kind of things, and then there's like trees growing there. And you know, I'm not buying his stories about red moss, but then I see like a brick of red moss with like bullet holes in it. Like it looks like someone shot shotgun rounds into the rock. And I'm like, that is a little weird that there's shotgun shell rounds near or like pieces near a rock with red moss. It's a little weird. And he's like, I told you.
This is like the start of like one of those movies where it's like, oh no, this is like bad. We have to not do this. And someone's like, shh, you're just being a pussy. Come on, let's keep going. And well, this is getting a little strange. And then they end up dead.
It's a story about white people doing something dangerous after being told about gunfire. Yes, it's the start of a good couple horror movies. Like I can name 3 off the top of my head. I need my harmonica for this. Continue.
Anyway, he's like, let's turn back, and I'm like, it's kind of cool here, because I'm not really afraid of anything actually. So there's these bushes, and there's a guy in a cloak hiding in the bushes, and I see it, and I go, ik zei hadik, shiskil fika. Basically, I see you, shithead fucker. Not my brightest idea, because I point to Jared and I'm like, we should turn around, there's a guy there. As soon as I say that, he takes out of the bushes and just starts chasing us. And so we're running, and I'm like, oh fuck. And this cloak of his falls off, and he has a Glock, or like a gun like that, like a handgun, and he shoots it once on one side, twice on the other side, but it doesn't hit us. It's like to the sides of us, and his cloak falls off, and he's just chasing us. And he's this dude with like almost bald, white mustache, but like a thick kind of like Bismarck-like mustache, and or maybe like a Wilhelm, like where it sort of curves up. And he's just running, like bolting after us. So we just start running, and we run into the town, and he chases us into the town. And keep in mind, this is like 1, 2 a.m. No one's up. Nobody's around except us in this village. The whole town. So we're running through like a medieval town, and someone's chasing us. And we like turn one way, and we're like, oh fuck. And we lose where our hotel is.
Hold on. Wait. I have something for this. Continue.
I didn't hear anything.
Seriously, you couldn't hear that?
No.
I didn't.
Yeah, neither of y'all heard it? Huh. Maybe it's real. Let me try again real quick. Oh, fuck.
Nothing.
Holy shit. The sound suppression kills the harmonica. Fascinating.
Oh,
Let me
so
try right
sad.
now. Let me see.
And then you press the talk button and do it, maybe.
No, I'm on voice activity. I just turned off noise suppression. Now let's see. Anything?
I heard
Just a little
something,
bit.
but
Hold on. Maybe I just need. We'll see if I do it
It's
that
just
loud. It
going
sounds like a train. Damn. That's fucked up. I didn't know that it actually kills the harmonica. Oh well, I can't play my death song for you because you almost got yourself killed like white people in horror movies. But continue.
literally a horror movie.
Yeah. So we're running through this
I'm not
fucking
racist.
area.
I'm being accurate.
No, it's true. That's what's happening. We're running through this fucking area, and we're like, oh shit, we need to find where the police are here. We've got to keep going. And I'm like, it'll be really hard if we talk to the police. And my grandmother would be like, my grandson got in trouble in Germany. And I'll be like, oh God. So I'm just so pissed. So the other problem with this town, this Rothenburg town, is it's shaped like a figure 8. Like the medieval walls are shaped like a figure eight. So we run in on like the top of one of the like sides of the kind of circles of a figure eight, and we get lost in the other part of the eight.
Oh my god.
So it's really fucking hard to figure out where we're going. So I end up following the wall because I was familiar with the walls.
Hey, Kelly.
So I end up walking us back past the police station. No one's there. The lights are on. The place is closed.
Hey, Nico.
By the way, there's a torture museum in this village too.
Hey,
Why are the police closed?
Nico.
I don't know. All the lights are on, and we're like, okay, ring the bell, ring the bell. No one comes.
Shut up so
No
I
one.
can make my joke, goddammit. Hey, Nico.
Yeah.
It's like we've gone into a dimension where this once popular, like touristy kind of place is empty.
Damn it, shut up and let me make my joke. Hey, Nico.
Yeah.
Does this remind you of like 70% of the Scooby-Doo episodes ever?
Yes, quite. I think he was literally living a Scooby-Doo. No, I'm sorry. It was actually a role play. You accidentally walked into a role play experience of Scooby-Doo.
Imagine it was a movie he was shooting, and he's like, I just chased them, and now the actors, we can't find them. And they're like, those weren't the actors. You just scared the shit out of 2 kids.
I think that did happen at some point.
German TV prank show.
Anyway, so we run back to, we finally get back to the hotel. Neither of us sleep. Jared's superstitious, so he's like, he's coming for us. But he's like, his room kind of borders the windows. I'm like, he's not going to find us. We looped around. We got ourselves lost. We're fine. There were moments where we heard footsteps while walking through the night of the town, and we didn't see anyone when we looked for the footsteps. Like someone was like walking. Like it was creepy, dude. Anyway, he's like up the whole night, and I didn't sleep either. But that's when I got shot at.
So I learned one thing from this story. I'm never going to Germany. Let's just.
Fucking awesome. Just don't take a racist relative, and you should be fine.
What if they
don't take a
wanted to
racist
kill
relative
you?
and
What
don't
if,
follow a wall past the red moss?
what if it was someone on tour that wanted to kill your grandmother, but they settled for you?
I don't know why they'd settle for me. I mean,
She's gonna die anyway. You gotta like also punish the family.
I don't know why you guys have her in an
let me
urn.
find a pic of this town for you guys.
I really, really, really want to know why he was waiting there, cloaked, for passerbys at 1 a.m.
Did you at least file a report or let them know that there's a dude out there murdering people or some shit?
Oh my God, was there ever like a story, a news article about like this guy? Because he probably did it more than once.
That's the thing. Jared actually went and looked up news stories and tried to find out like if there were murders in the area or stuff. And Germany doesn't actually have that many unsolved murders. Believe it or not, there's very few.
That means they got some
nearby in a
good
place
people
called
there.
Hinterkaifeck,
That means they
where
got
a
some
man
people
was
good at
found,
killing.
like a family was like found with like a pickaxe, maybe hit them in the heads and killed them or something. But it was like in the 30s. It was like before World War II.
I wonder if that was like just a ghost. Maybe you guys were actually in like a haunted village. Like maybe the village
With
didn't
a
even
fucking
exist.
gun?
Yeah.
So my hotel was actually literally that like orange building right there on like the side, and the way out was through that way, or like something like that. It was like exactly like that. And the torture museum's just to the left. So we ran to the left and went through this whole maze of like walls and shit.
You literally went into a Scooby-Doo fucking plot. Holy shit.
Literally. Fuck, man.
You did report this to the cops, right?
So my push to talk button is that stupid thing, so it just did that. Yeah, we did. We gave him a call and we're like, yeah, there's a maniac out there on the road. They didn't tell us anything else though.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you were tourists, so.
This is the second time he's tried to kill someone.
Now we're not in a scary movie because you reported it to the police. Like, they don't do that. You ruined the illusion.
Yeah, but
No,
I
he
lived.
didn't.
I lived in the movie because I lived.
No, he didn't ruin it by reporting to the police. He reported to the police after the situation happened, not during, which is, smart.
A day later, like the next day, we were like, let's go talk to them. There was really good Italian food here, actually, near that wall. There was like a place that served, it was like sort of like a vinegar, like dish with like swordfish.
Only
I
you
do
could change the tone.
Just don't go
so
out
quickly.
that gate. You'll see the moths. It's kind of funny, but don't go there at night. I would
Only
say.
you could change the tone so quickly.
What?
Only you could change the tone so quickly.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, look at the town, though. I mean, the tone is pretty, like... The only reason the tone was negative is because of that. Like, this place is just really cool.
I bet you he would go back there and still walk around at night.
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, maybe not, but I would think about it.
See, that's some white people shit right there.
See, I would go hide in the bushes with the cloak this time and wait for him to come hide in the bushes.
That's what the story is. It's just like this reoccurring ghost of almost killed somebody, and now you have to be the next person to do
The
it.
ghost of almost killed somebody.
Oh, maybe it's a German thing. What's that? What's that sentence in German? Maybe it sounds cooler.
Freuden shouting. Or is it Schadenfreude?
Schadenfreude? That's like a shitty friend.
It's true.
Huh. Interesting. How do you spell that?
I don't know.
I meant him. How do you spell it?
That's how you spell it.
S-C-H-A-D-E-N.
I just typed it so you could see it. SCHADEN FREUD.
Yeah, I think I got it.
It's like I think it's usually like the term in a lot of some African American artists. You'll hear them mention like early like soul and R&B. They'll mention smiling faces. It's people who pretend to be your friend but are really just there to fuck you over. And I think it originally referred to white people. It originally referred to white people from the North who pretended to like black people but were really just as racist as the people in the South.
Huh.
When
Interesting.
people came up from the South, they expected the North to be less racist because they had heard it was like better. And really, the difference was the people in the South, they were racist to your face. So you knew right away if they were racist or if they were cool with you. Versus in the North, the racist people pretended not to be.
So, Zach, are you saying here that you just want me to be mean to your face? Like, I thought I was already being mean to your face.
I think it's like a friend that pretends to be a friend but's really just like out to fuck you over. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
You know, somebody who likes to see you in pain, just likes to make you cringe a lot.
It could be a friend that like as soon as you're like things are going bad in your relationship, they're hitting up your girl. Like that would be an example of one.
Yingling, did you see what he did?
Yeah, he named you it.
Making sure.
I forgot I could actually do that. That's the funny part.
Like murder ghost, like Murdergeist in German. It's like similar to English.
Gespenst.
Geist? I don't know German.
Poltergeist is actually a German word, so that's the word for geist. And then murder is just Morde, like it's like a O umlaut.
Sound like some New York shit. Oh, he got murdered over there.
No, yeah, but that's my story.
Holy shit.
Oh, the thing is, oh, continue. Yeah, you go first.
No. I was just saying holy shit.
The thing with my accent that that's annoying is I have family from Britain and all that, and then my parents speak it, and stuff. And I was not raised with a telly. I didn't have a television growing up. So I only watched the shows that we had and listened to the stuff that we had, which were all British shows, except Looney Tunes and like old cartoons. Other than that, I had like Monty Python and like that. That's it.
And now it's on
Like
Netflix.
Faulty Towers kind of stuff. So not only did I get it from my family, I got it from the shows I watched, and the teachers I had to teach me English early on also were British, and I went over there a lot. So it just sort of came together, and then everyone at school was like, oh, you sound English. Oh, you're English. And when you're told you're the English kid enough, you kind of are like, yeah, like, I'm not English. Fuck you. And then the other English kids at the school are the only ones that aren't, like, giving you shit for it. So you quickly drift to them, and then you start to sound like them because they're English. And then eventually you sort of come to terms with it. And you're like, you know what? Fuck you. I am English. You're the ones who are, have a shitty country where, you don't get free school. And so you kind of embrace it in like, not seriously, but in like a tongue-in-cheek way. So while I am American, people call me English enough that I just, at this point.
That didn't quite work out for my friend. He wore a poncho and a sombrero for a long time. They called him the Mexican kid. He's still white as shit. Talks white as shit too.
If they called him the Mexican kid, and the only people who didn't were like Mexican kids, and so he learned to speak Spanish, like because he hung out with them all the time.
Oh, he fucked up. He needs to do that.
Except I already spoke Spanish at home, which is what I had. I already spoke with the British accent because of my family. So.
Unfortunately, my cats are literally trying to steal food from my kitchen now, so I think it's time I feed them. So I think I have to go.
I think it's time to end, yeah.
Well, it was already over. I was basically just going to say, I guess you a little bit know what it's like to be a Creole, because 90% of the time I say this shit to someone related to me, is like, oh, you're a Creole, but what are you really? It's like, bitch, what the fuck do you think you mean by that shit? So yeah, this has been another exciting episode of Life Stories, and holy shit, Yingling has taken the cake. I will see you guys when I see you guys.
Later.